You don't have what it takes to beat this game, so don't even try.
Hello, and welcome back to the world's hardest game 4. Jacob Maisner is in the chat saying, "Hi Dan." Hello Jacob, welcome to the stream. Hopefully some good things can happen today. Let's see, we will get straight into a run. No we won't, because I forgot I have to change the settings. Okay, for real this time. We are inching our way second by second closer to that 30-minute milestone. Last stream, of course, we set a PB of 30 minutes and 10 seconds, which is achingly close, but not quite as fast as I would like it to be. But some good news is I do feel like we're getting more consistent at everything. So not only does more attempts give us more chances to get everything right, but it's actually improving our consistency at the game, I think. Ah. It's daydreaming, not paying enough attention. If there's one thing you need to get a sub 30, it is unrelenting focus. Oh. Need to warm up a little bit first, I think. Pretty happy with the consistency I'm getting on that, at least. That's it's not an easy strat right there. Very nice. Oh, a bit too much. Keep going. Oh, what? Okay. That was weird. It doesn't really lose much time though, because thankfully we touched the checkpoint. That's very strange. I don't really know how I don't really know how that happened, but Cyan Studios here saying hi. Whoa, what on earth? Did you guys see that? I just got bounced off the void. Did you see that? Like a wall bounce, but man, this game is doing strange things. Welcome, Cyan. Welcome to the stream. We're off to an average level 1 at the moment. Not too bad though. Heading in here at 5:33. I'll have to watch back what happened in A4 there. I can't quite remember exactly what happened, but I'm pretty sure we got, like, bounced off the void somehow. Very weird. Nice, nice level 1. 659, that's solid. Man, if only we hadn't had those silly mistakes, but it's still a good level 1, so we will keep going. Oh, that was a bit close for comfort. Oh, really? Come on now. Wow, that's a big time loss. Yeah. We're behind by a lot right here. I just want to quickly try something out. Oh, I was probably a bit too slow there. Just going in front of that. Nah, it's not going to happen. Yeah, no, I'm afraid that death in, where was it, C3? Yeah, C3 was just too much. Too much. I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of level 1 though. Ah. No, I'll just do that again. Good thing about that one is it doesn't take too long to reset. It's only like a minute into the run. So, even though I do miss it some of the time, you know, we could just reset. Reset counter 1? No. No, that's our third reset. I don't think we really need a reset counter though. I'm not sure that's doesn't sound very helpful to me. Yeah, not quite. Not good enough. Frames says, yo. Yo, Frames, welcome to the stream. Frames says, I played for over 2 hours today. Right, and PB? World record? 2 runs past level 3. And I'm waiting for the bad news. 3050x 4. Nice. Oh, one died on the final 5. Rest in pieces. Frame says he's also waiting for the bad news by watching the stream. We'll see. We will see. Dare I say this is the most contested milestone in recent World's Hardest Game history. And that's just with 2 runners chasing for it. Alright, so we haven't really got a run going yet. So I need to sort of get my head in the right place, focus a bit more, and see if we can take this somewhere. Frame says, I got out of B2 and I was like, yeah, I'll finish this, the rest is easy. Then my heart went crazy and I died immediately. Can relate. Would have been 30-40x. I can relate because B2 is like the it's like the last hard part, right? And whenever I get the second diamond in B2, I'm always thinking the hardest part is done. And then you start thinking, oh no, you know, you start thinking about everything that could go wrong and you start putting pressure on yourself to like get to the end without dying, and it's an intense moment. Well, that went swimmingly, if you don't mind the pun. Both of those runs had over 20 deaths. Wow. You must be using much faster routes than I am. Nice. Or I suppose maybe your deaths were just lots of small deaths. This is a nice level 1 so far. Nice. Look at that level 1. Flawless. Flawless. Just 4 more levels to go. How hard can it be? Ooh, that's a bit awkward, but it should be alright. Yeah, it'll be fine, because I can just do this. Yep, no problem. Just had to play it safe there. Oh, that's right. It's only a small loss. Wow, enough to put us back though. Nice. Nice going. Oh my, what's going on? Oh, alright. Silly computer lost focus of the game. Ah, well, that's a real shame. But, I mean, we're still doing alright, but, it would have been a perfect level 3 otherwise. Now YouTube's telling me I'm not sending enough data. Perfect timing. Ah, that's annoying. I think I'll get the checkpoint and come back. Okay. Could have been worse. At least I didn't die. But we don't have much time to spare at the moment. It's not quite dead, but it's pretty close. Ah. We can still do it. We're still in it. We're still in it. Ah, that's awkward. Alright, my calculations tell me that we can get sub 30 if we can get through this without any deaths. Let's go! Oh, man. $29.48. Ladies and gentlemen, the first sub 30 run of the World's Hardest Game 4. You saw it here first. Frame says, well, it's been fun watching these streams. I have to go into exile now. Pamil says, let's go, GG. Jacob Meister says, you did it. Master Sensei is here saying, I would have started choking by now. Well, you can't afford to if you're going to set this kind of time. Val says, GG. Cyan says, let's go. Yanzon says, woohoo. Mega Player says, GG. Val says, sub 30 is here. It is, it is. Oh. Now, you probably don't want to hear me saying this. I know I don't want to hear me saying this. But, I think we can do better. I mean, it was a good run. Don't get me wrong. New world record, sub 30. You know, good run. But I don't know, man. I just have the hankering for a little bit more. So I don't know. I'll keep streaming for a little bit. See if any magic happens. Master Sensei says, time for that 25-minute run. Oh no, we're nowhere near 25 minutes. Now don't forget, oh my gosh, I just remembered, this was the run where my computer lost focus in level 3 and we lost 13 seconds. We literally lost 13 seconds just for... Let me, I think it was because I had my phone plugged in, so let me unplug that now. So don't forget we had 13 seconds of technical difficulties. But what else happened? So we had a perfect level 1, so that was good. No complaints there. Level 2, we had a very small death at the end, which didn't lose too much time, but it really shouldn't happen because it's a pretty easy part. I just got a bit too excited about getting the first 2 levels deathless. Level 3 was perfect except for our little technical difficulty, which cost a death. Level 4, we had the slight mishap in C1, which lost a bit of time even though we didn't die. And then we had a death in... Oh, we had 2 deaths in B3. And again, they didn't lose much time, but, you know, could be better. Then we had a death in B2, which actually cost probably about 5 or 10 seconds. That was not great. And then I think that was fine. And then in level 5, everything was fine except for a small death in C3. So maybe it is a bit ambitious to try and beat this, but I'll give it a go. Alright. Well, at the very least, you know, I don't know if we're going to beat this, but at the very least, I'll be happy if this is our final time. But, oh, let me update some things first. Let me update my layout. $127.24 is the 4-game sum. And we got a gold level 1 as well, which is really nice. That was an exceptional level 1. Alright. Let's have a go. See if we can work any magic. I was planning to end the series when we got sub 30. But I just can't shake the feeling that that run still had a lot of mistakes. Maybe I'm too much of a perfectionist, but I feel like we can do better. Frames is dealing with his grief in the chat. It's not over yet, buddy. I mean, yeah, the sub 30 is over, but there's still first place to compete for, which is another good reason for me to try and improve, fend off Frames as a rival. Val says you did have that one thing in level 3. Yeah, that's that was like half of my time loss, was just that one problem. Yeah, I'm kicking myself because what happened was I had my phone plugged into my laptop. Bother. What happened was I had my phone plugged into my laptop, and I just bumped the cable, and it's just freaked out. Jacob says, "Gotta protect your title, I guess." Yeah, it's partly that, but it's also partly just I feel like I'm not 100% proud. Obviously, I'm proud of that run, but I feel like it's just not quite as good as I would have liked it to be. Frame says Danica deserves recognition for World's Best Game 2 and 3. Well, thank you. Yes, I mean, I credit that mostly to just sort of being in the right place at the right time, you know. It's easy to make groundbreaking, what's the word? Groundbreaking improvements in a game when no one really speed runs it. But yeah, I'm very proud of what I've achieved in those games, and I'm not done with them. I will be returning to improve my times in World's Best Game 2 and 3. And I think I might try World's Best Game 2.1 actually. Something I've had in mind to do for a while, but first I'm going to make a practice mod for it, because one of the hardest things about that game is that there's no practice tools to practice the extra 10 levels, so... Jacob Mazner says 2.1 sweats. Yeah, Jacob is, as far as I know, the only person to have submitted a run for 2.1, and I think it is also your only current world record. Is that correct, Jacob? So I've already stolen all of your other world records, and I'm afraid that I will be coming for your last one. Not out of anything personal, just because it's a game I haven't speedrun yet. And I believe your time is 35 minutes, which is not a bad start, but definitely a lot of room for improvement there. Val's bringing up World's Best Game 4 100%. That is a category that I probably won't do in the near future. I would like to learn it, but not in the near future. Also, I figured that because I haven't submitted any ILs for this game, and I'm not going to grind any ILs, but I figured that after I finish streaming, I'll submit all of my gold ILs to the leaderboards, because some of them are actually world records, I think. Well, not once Frame submits his stuff. I think, yeah, my level 1 beats Val's, but doesn't beat Frames. Anyway, I'll upload them anyway, even if they're not world records, just so that there's a record of my best ILs. I've gotten every level deathless now, so if I were to grind ILs, it would really... I'd need to implement new strategies to actually beat my times by any substantial amount. Val says, some of your ILs are already really good. Yeah, they are. That's why I'm thinking of submitting them. But I don't plan on grinding ILs individually. I'm just going to use the ones I've gotten in full game runs. I was also thinking I might set up an auto split for Wazza's Game 4 like I used for Wazza's Game 3. But it's kind of a bit late because, you know, here we are, stream 17, and it's kind of a bit late for that, but that would have been interesting. I might do it if I ever come back to the game, or if I do 100%. The handy thing is, it means you get deltas more often. Instead of only once every level, you can see where you're sitting, like every few levels, every few screens, rather. And it also means I can hold down spacebar at the end of each level instead of having to time it. Frame says, is this the last stream? Well, it depends. I haven't quite... Oh, that was silly. I haven't quite decided yet. I feel like I want to push for one more PB. Val says 29.47 hype. I mean, I'm hoping for something a bit lower than that. Oh, that was silly. Ah. I wouldn't have reset except that we already had a couple of other mistakes on level 1, so... Time for a drink break. 1 second world record break is not as sad as a 1 second, like being 1 second ahead is not as sad as being 1 second behind. Let's put it that way. Master Sensei says 300 sub hype. Make it happen. Frame says can't wait for 231 subs. So relatable. You know, when I started making YouTube videos, I just thought to myself, if I can reach 231 subscribers, then I'll be happy, you know? So we're almost there. So if you want to make my heart warm, then bring us up to 231 subscribers. Master Sensei says, what will you speedrun after Was This Game 4? Well, to be honest, hang on, let me concentrate on this for a second. Okay. So I'm currently on holidays from university, and between now and the end of my holidays, which is like a couple of weeks, I probably won't do any other like major speedrunning stuff, but I've got some other videos and things planned. So I probably won't be speedrunning again, like properly grinding anything until Christmas time. And when that comes, it will probably either be Was This Game 2 or Was This Game 3. So we'll see. Val says don't do Was This Game 3 yet. Oh, don't worry, I'll give you time to catch up. I'll give you time to catch up. Or it might be 2.1 actually. I'll just see. But it'll be something to do with, probably something to do with Was This Game 2 or 3. But I've got some other projects planned, like various mods and custom levels and stuff that I'm gonna showcase on my channel before I do any more speedrunning. Was This Game 3 glitched? Yeah. I don't really have much interest in that category. I'd rather just do... I mean, I suppose I could do it while I'm doing level 5 attempts. Oh, that's annoying. But the thing is, like, the World's This Game 3 leaderboards is so empty of competition already that, you know, going into a niche category like World's This Game 3 glitched is not really something I'm interested in. Well, Frames, if you want to see a run of the category, then have a go yourself. Look, I promise if you submit a glitched run, then I'll do one too. Okay, this is still a very good level 1. So I'm going to keep going and see if we can make something out of this. Yeah, when someone really wants to optimize level 4 any percent, they will not do the paint because it actually does add 2 seconds to the time. But those days are far from now. Good run. Whoa. Things got a little bit dicey there when my finger hit the wrong key for a second. Ooh. What's this game lore? No such thing. Ah. Val says, by the way, you don't actually need to stop at the top there in 2B1. The air pocket is more for speed than breath. And Frame says, yeah, you can make it without breathing. That is actually very helpful information. That might explain why I was never able to get the fast cycle in the middle. Amar the boy is here. Welcome to the stream. Jacob says, I wonder what beef the dots have with the square. Who knows? My question is, who was walking around with a hole in their pocket dropping coins all over the place? I mean, it seems pretty clumsy, don't you think? Here's a plot twist. The enemy at the end of World's Last Game 3 actually is your brother. And the only reason that the red square wanted to complete the game was actually to get to his brother to save him from the system that he'd gotten himself into. But when he went to give him a hug, he was so brainwashed that he killed him anyway. It's a very sad story. In the end, the red square had to admit that his brother was beyond hope, and so he got himself out of there as fast as he could. But he was so scarred that he could never enter the game again. That's why when you go back to the menu, you can't start a new game, because he's mentally scarred. What do you do with all the money at the end of the game? You give it back and you start again. Now that's a good level 1. Ah, now I can go in front of that. Yeah. I should probably learn that fast strat. I didn't actually save any time there, but, oh. But if you do that, then you do save time. Well, obviously not after dying, but, unfortunately, that death lost quite a bit. But we'll keep going for now. Ah, didn't die at the end. Pog champ. Okay, we're not doing too badly here. Actually kind of surprised that we're only 4 seconds behind. Thought it would have been worse with that death in A1. Oh. Silly. Oh well, we stand to gain quite a bit of time here if we can avoid any mistakes. Yellow enemies. You know what would be so cruel is like a room full of coins and yellow enemies and they're exactly the same shade and there's no way to tell the difference. Yeah, I think there's a reason why Stevie hasn't made yellow enemies. Just saying. Ah. Oh well, it's not too bad. Yeah, Vals, you could add moving coins, or you could just have all the enemies be stationary, and it's like a maze. It's like a coin. It looks like a coin room, but actually it's a maze of enemies and coins. And in order to get there, you have to get through like some super difficult area. So every time you die, you have to go back through something else. For real though, I think moving coins would be really interesting. I'm hoping that Abho adds that to his editor at some point, because I think there's a lot of interesting stuff you could do with that. In fact, if you look at World's Hardest Game 4 as a game, like, I would have preferred to see moving coins to like moving platforms, for example. Nice. Jump button? What is this? 3D game? I feel like moving coins is the most, like, is a change that like keeps in line with like the simplicity of the game and the elegance of the game, compared to things like ice and water, which just kind of clog it a little bit with different colors and features and things. So that's my opinion on that. Oh, oh. Ah, okay, we have to wait for the next cycle. That's a bit of a shame, actually. Oh, you're talking about I Want to Be the Guy? I played that game once, but I never really understood it. It just kind of, it just kind of seemed like unfair to me. Maybe I was missing the point, but I just didn't enjoy it. But I've heard it's very popular, so. Oh, hopefully that doesn't kill me. Well, unfortunately, we did not gain any time in level 3. Yeah, unfortunately, a couple of mistakes. Oh no. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling this run. I want to kill the Camellia? I've never heard of that. We could have potentially still PB'd, but it's just kind of like, you know, I don't want to PB by 2 or 3 seconds. I want to get a solid time. That's a shame because we had such a good first level all the way up, and then level 2 was good all the way up until that death in A1. And then it just kind of went downhill from there. But I feel like I'm getting a lot better at level 1, which is good. We're getting a lot more runs into level 2 and 3. It's funny how the brain works. You know so little about what other people know, and often there's a cognitive bias towards assuming that other people know what you know. So like if I met someone on the street and we were having a chat and I mentioned the World's Hardest Game and they're like, "Oh, I've never heard of the World's Hardest Game," then I might be like, "What? You haven't heard of the World's Hardest Game?" You know, because I might just assume, obviously I don't assume that, but there's like a bias to assume that other people have heard of the things that you know about. But it can also go the other way around, where you maybe don't realize how many people know about something. The one certainty is that we really don't know much about what other people know. I find it mostly comes up with like music. Like people say, oh, you know, have you heard of this band or you heard of this song? And then someone else will be like, no, I haven't heard of that. Or like a celebrity, it's like, no, I haven't heard of that celebrity. And people will be like, what? How could you not know this thing? Because I know it, so therefore everyone must know it. Master Sensei, you know you can put more than one word into a chat message. Just letting you know. It's a very handy feature. See you though. See you later. Thanks for tuning in. Ah, ha, 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 so close. Yeah, no. Oopsie. Sorry about that. Better make a stop by hydration station. Ooh, that's no good. I've been getting better at those coins though. It's just not quite at 100%. Right, I need to bring some focus and determination to the table. I think I've worked out the secret to the deathless death strat. It's actually not as hard as I thought it was. You just got to go down straight instead of going down across, and it's not too difficult actually. Frame says shoutouts to the 1A2 death strat you got earlier. Yeah, that was really weird. Never seen. I've never seen that before. That was also the same. That was the same run I got a void bounce in this room, right? Did you see that? You probably already know about that, but that was the first time I'd seen that as well. It doesn't actually save time, Vals. It's a little bit slower, I'm pretty sure. But it was still death-defying. I don't know how I touched the checkpoint. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just getting, yeah. Meow, meow, meow. Suppose I might as well practice it a little bit while I'm here. It's just that last bit of... Oh, well, okay, apparently that bit too. Now that bit's fine, it's the last bit going above the enemies on the conveyor and then getting safely onto the ice at the end. Like that. I'll just practice this a couple of times because it is a common place for error. Yeah, I think part of it is actually not necessarily about how far up I tap, because that's pretty easy, but is timing it, because sometimes I go too early or too late. So I think I just need to watch the timing, yeah. I think that's something, I think I often get myself so distracted about the tap that I don't really take into consideration whether I'm early or late or just right. Yeah, so there I did a little, oh, okay, didn't quite nail the end, but I got the tap right. Oh yeah, see, and there I was late because I was a bit slow coming in. I did recover though. Would have only lost, I don't know, half a second in a run. Not quite quick enough on the turnaround. Still not quite quick enough. too far with the tap. Wait, what the heck? The golden door is open. I've got some kind of glitch going on here. Since when has it been open? Oh, now it's closed. Huh. I don't know what happened there. Whoa, that was lucky. Oopsie. Yeah, that's some wackiness right there for sure. Let's see if we can recreate it. I wonder what caused it. It seems to be behaving sensibly at the moment. I don't know if it was physically open or not. I didn't try because then I wouldn't have been able to go back. Suppose I could disable auto-saving and test it out if it ever happens again. That's it. Maybe it had something to do with how I died. Died in such a way that it didn't reset the door. Let's see if I die to an enemy. Does it make any difference? No. It's probably something more specific and hard to recreate than that. Oh, frame says died on the same frame the animation finished. Okay, let me just try something like that out. Okay, so like that, except... Okay, interesting. So maybe if I die a bit earlier. Yeah, anyway, I won't waste too much time on that. It was cool to see it once. Let's actually try and do this properly now. Not quite tight enough with that turnaround. Those are the two tricky bits, the tap at the bottom and the turnaround at the end. Okay, well that was just silly. That's better. Jacob says, not gonna lie, I kind of like glitches in games. I feel like imperfections have their own charm. Yeah, I can see that. Wait, what's going on here? Frame says, do the key, the color key, donation incentive. This key? Can't be that hard. Alright, now where's my donations? Okay, for real though, I'll do a bit more practice of this and then we'll do some more, we'll do a couple more attempts at least. Ah. Jacob says, why does there have to be so much backtracking for my color? Yeah, it's a bit of an ugly route. I mean, it's not that difficult at least, but it's just painfully long. How much time does getting the green paint add? I don't know, I'd guess probably about a minute, maybe a minute and a half. Alright, let's see if we can, Oopsie. That's because I disabled autosaving. Alright, we'll do a couple more attempts, and if nothing magical happens, then we'll end the stream. Cool. Science says, how much time does getting the purple paint add? Not a lot, but probably a little bit. Because when you're slower into B3, I think you might miss the early cycle. I'm not certain about that, but Oh. That and the death in A2 is enough to reset. Yeah, it messes up your cycle in B3, right? Ah! I thought that was gonna happen. I was just hanging on the back. It wasn't quite enough. That's a shame. I guess I'll keep going for now. I'll tell you what, we'll, oh, okay, well that was terrible. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna do one more run, and and this will be the last run. So if it crashes, it crashes. If it succeeds, and we'll see what happens. Mill says, good luck. Thank you. We're going to need plenty of luck if we want to beat that PB. Oh, silly. That's actually kind of unfortunate because I think we lose a cycle. Yeah, we'll have to go behind this guy here. We should still be alright to make the... We should still be alright to make the correct cycle down the bottom left. Hopefully. Yep. Okay, we're only like a second or two behind. Oh, doesn't lose any time. Pretty unnecessary though. That was not a death strat. That was just a... I don't even know. Oh. Ah. Got death strat in 4d3. Nice. Yeah, not too bad. 702 is pretty good. Just kicking myself for those silly mistakes. Actually, where was the second death? Can't remember now. Ah. A. Nice time save. Nice. That's quite easy now that I actually know how to do it. This is a good run. Can we make a PB out of it? Oh, gold too. Nice. Bio is here. Welcome to the stream, Bio. Yeah. Yeah, 2901 summer best. Sub 29 when? I think my level 5 gold is actually pretty outdated, considering I've adopted a few time saves recently. It's probably the easiest one to improve. Frames, that looks very good. I only can read the first sentence, but it looks good. You know what? Maybe I should go on the Discord and say that I've given up and that I don't think I'll be able to get sub 30, and my Shuckle will say I told you so. I could probably bait him with that. Yeah, it was cheated. That's right, it was cheated. Just like all my other runs. Oh, everyone already spoiled it. Okay, fair enough. I've already got sub 1 films. I got sub 1 hour. We did that ages ago. Wow, them bounces. Whoa. It's getting hot in here. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Whew, no pressure. No pressure. It's amazing what you can do when you don't have any technical difficulties. Oh, come on now. Alright. Alright. Come on now. Come on now. We just did it. We just did it. Oh, that's the run for sure. I don't think I'm ever going to beat that. Oh man. That's gonna be tough to beat. Oh, gold level 5, gold level 2. Summer best down to 28.55. Wow, we really gained 7 seconds in level 5. I didn't think it was going to be that much. I thought it was going to be like 3 or 4 seconds. Yeah, double world record, double sub 30 in one stream. And also 4 deaths. Have you noticed? 7 deaths, 6 deaths, 5 deaths, 4 deaths. Next one's gonna be 3. Oh. Wow, what a run. What a run. I mean, you can tell how good it is by the fact it's only 24 seconds off my summer best. But just to recap, those 4 deaths, okay? One of them was... Well, 2 of them were in level 1. Oh, one of them was in 1A3, wasn't it? The death strat in 1A3. It didn't lose any time. I can't remember where the second one was. And then the third and fourth were both in 4A3. Which did lose a bit of time, but not too much. Yeah, 2 were in level 1 and 2 in level 4, but I can't remember where the second death was. Maybe someone can remind me in chat if they know. Oh. That was a really good level 5. I did everything I wanted to, except for one fast exit in A2, but that's very minor. The coin room was very good, only 1 set of missed coins. We got the fast strat in 5C3 with the fast finish. Yeah, everything was great. B4 was good as well. One A3. Oh, that's right. I remember now. Yes, I remember that one. Yes, you're right. You're right. 1A3 heading into A2. Yeah, that was a silly one. Oh well. Oh. Frame says, just goes to show how terrible my level 5 IL is. What's your level 5 IL? I mean, we got 616. I thought yours was... Oh yeah, yours is the same, isn't it? Oh, 618, is it? Right, yeah. What kind of IL-only strats are there in level 5? What can you speed up if you did, like, segmented, or if you did just, like, a level 5 IL? You could probably speed up C3 a little bit, maybe. Maybe there's some crazy stuff you could do on B4 if you got all the coins the first time. What else could you do? Of course, fast exits from A2. That's all I can really think of. So... See you later, Films. Thanks for joining the stream. Oh man, what a run. Oh yeah, Dimrom's reminded me to update my all of my stuff. Thank you. So the PB is 29:19. That's a very nice time. When You know, when we set the 29:48, and I was like, I want to improve it. I was thinking of like a 29. I was thinking like a 29:30 or like a mid 29:30. I was not expecting something this good. Oh, yo, the foursome's going to be sub 127, I think. Let me just calculate it. 29:19. Yeah, 126.55. Another minute barrier broken. That's nice. Oh. I gotta say, it's a very nice time, but there's a little voice in my head that's telling me I should go for Deathless. Just a little voice, you know. Not gonna do it now, of course, but you might see me stream tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know if I'm... Jacob says, how much time does switching between games spend? About 3 seconds, if you do it well. About 3 seconds. So that's 9 seconds of... 9 added seconds of game switching, yeah. Frames doesn't want me to get the sub 29. It's okay, I'll stop once I get Deathless Frames. My strategies aren't even that fast. You'll be able to overtake me. Cyan says, we didn't just break the sub 30 barrier, you absolutely shattered it. Well, thank you. I think I did. I mean, just think about it. 3 hours ago, our personal best was 30 minutes and 10 seconds. We've beaten that by almost a minute. That's a pretty crazy improvement. And we've lowered our golds by 12 seconds, I think, because I'm pretty sure it was 29:07 at the start of the stream. So 12 second of gold improvement, which is really good. And most of that's on level 5. But that's really good considering my golds are pretty decent. Every stream I set more golds and I keep on thinking, oh, I'll never beat those golds, they're perfect now. But then I keep on beating them. I mean, most of them I just beat by a very small amount. But some of them, like level 5, just then we beat that by quite a lot. Frames is expressing his unending enthusiasm for my going for Deathless attempts in the chat. 10 times he expressed his enthusiasm. It's very excited. Oh, Megalord is here. Welcome, welcome. We just set a second world record of the stream, which was at 29:19. You're late, but not too late. Not too late to stare at this glorious pink number on the left side of your screen. Pink is my color for personal best, by the way. Usually it's light blue, but I changed it to pink because I use light blue for some split deltas. Frame says, I was just recovering from the 29:48, and now the 29:19's hit. Hey, I thought I heard you say you were on my side. I saw that chat message. And Tritone joined the stream. Nice. Megalord says, sub 29. Hype? I'm thinking about it. Not right now, but I think I might keep going. See if we can break that next barrier. It's gonna need a lot of attempts though. Val says Deathless would be sub 29. That would be ideal. If I could get Deathless and sub 29 in the same run and just call it a day, that would be perfect. Kill two birds with one stone, right? To be honest, if I got Deathless and it wasn't sub 29, I'd probably still call it there. But if I got sub 29 and there was one death, then I might keep going. Anyway, we'll see. I just feel like Deathless would be a really awesome accomplishment because no one's ever done it, right? It would be really cool to be the first person to do the whole game deathless. Megalord said it went from 7 deaths to 6 deaths to 5 deaths to 4 deaths. Yep. And now I'm hoping that it will shoot just straight to, magically go straight to 0. Val says we can hope. Yeah, it'll need a bit of hoping and praying, for sure. Dim Rom says the last deaths are the hardest. They sure are. They sure are. But if you think about where I died, right? 2 deaths in A3, silly deaths. I can get rid of those. And then 2 deaths in 4A3. Sorry, 2 deaths in 1A3. Actually, that's funny. I only died in A3, right? I died twice in 1A3 and twice in 4A3. That's kind of funny. Pamil says, in my opinion, there's no way you'd get over 29 with 0 deaths. Well, it could happen because, yeah, as Frame says, you can lose time without dying, so it could happen. Yeah, Jacob Mosner says A3. That's right, A3. That room. Yeah, so what I was saying was the 2 deaths I had in 4A3. I mean, it is kind of a tough section, but I do usually get that deathless. But the problem is, you know, like even if I get 4A3 and 1A3 deathless in my next run, which will probably happen, I'll die somewhere else instead. So you know. Pamil says, I guess, but you did lose like 25 seconds in 4A3 due to dying twice. Well, it must have been less than 25 seconds because we only ended up 24 seconds behind our summer best, and that was with 6.7 seconds lost in level 1. So if we lost 7 seconds in level 1 and we ended up 24 seconds behind, we must have lost roughly 14 seconds on those 2 deaths. Val says they were both near the beginning, which was good. Yeah, absolutely. The first one, I don't mind. Like, the first one was when I came diagonally on the ice and I just went too far. I didn't mind that, but the second one was just... The reason I died the second time was just because I got a little bit shaken and I kind of made a silly mistake. That happens often. Luckily, I was able to regain my composure and play the rest of the game perfectly. But that second death was just, yeah, a panic death, if you like. Megalord says, I think I should stick to doing 3x instead of 5x because that's a whole lot of passes through the early levels in World's Game 1 and that's going to destroy me. I'm looking at you, level 9. Well, how about doing 1x? I mean, you know, there's a lot of room for improvement in 1x, and if you practice your 1x, then you'll find it a lot easier to do 3x and 5x. But, you know, you can do whatever you like, you know, suit yourself. But the only thing I can say is if it stops being fun, then stop doing it. I'm just quickly checking the leaderboards to see. Yeah, 11 minutes 11 is your PB for a single game. You could definitely improve that. Maybe try shoot for sub 10. That could be a fun challenge. Now, Aaron said that he added the 5x to the category extensions. Let me actually have a look at that. Oh, he added it, but they haven't been, none of the runs have been, what's the word? Verified. None of the runs have been verified yet. Megalord says, yes, sub 10 is my goal. And Dimitri says sub 10 was really rewarding for me. Yeah, Megalord, I think you should have a go at sub 10. I think it'd be, a good, Hang on, let me just catch up on some Discord. So Sip says sub 30 GG. Cyans posted a screenshot of the 2948. Megalord says the world's first game 2.1 composite was pinned. Yeah, it was. That's fantastic. Yeah, that was the last composite that hadn't yet been made. So that's really good. Oh, I see my Shuckle's message now. Oh, and my Shuckle has offered us his expert opinion on World's First Game 3 can't be lowered a lot due to 4B4, 4E5, and 5D1. Clearly he didn't see my 100% run where I got 4E5 deathless, 4B4 and 3 deaths, and 5D1, I think. I'm not sure how many deaths, but not too many at least. Alright, that's all from me today, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. It was a huge success. I haven't quite decided whether I'm gonna try and beat this or not, but if you see another stream from me, then you know what I'm doing. If not, then this is it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, hang on. Megalord says I should do a composite with all your levels. It doesn't really make sense because, for one, they're not multi-area, so there's like nothing to see, and they don't have a defined order, so yeah. Jacob says, awesome run, see you next time. Thanks, Jacob. Catch you later.